Hey, James G here with Tarpley Music in Fort Worth, Texas. But hey, if you need to, you can always find us. We're always online at tarpleymusic.com. And today I've got yet another amazing guitar I get to play for you. It's a really cool gig. This is a Taylor T5z Custom Koa. Beautiful guitar. I love everything about this guitar except the fact it's not mine. That's my only issue with it. So it is a smaller body than the some of the older T5s that you may recognize. If you're not familiar with T5s, this is basically the Taylor's hybrid guitar of acoustic and electric. You're like, this thin thing can sound like an acoustic? Yes, it can. How can it? Well, it actually has an acoustic sensor in the body here that reverberates and gives it like a full-bodied acoustic sound. Now, the top, you can see, it just absolutely pops gorgeous. This is Hawaiian Koa. The rest of the body is urban ash, ebony fretboard. There's 21 jumbo frets here. The bridge and the bridge pins are also made of ebony. Now, the scale length is a 24 by 7/8. So it gives you, scale length, of course, is from your nut to your saddle here. To give you an idea, your basic Strat is like a 25.5 scale length, so just a little bit more comfortable, a little bit less length there. Incredibly comfortable edges. You'll see some amazing contours. This contoured armrest makes it extremely comfortable to play, whether you're standing or sitting or on your head or whatever you do when you play guitar. Now, they're pickup-wise, we've got a concealed humbucker under here. It is concealed, it's chilling, it's hidden, but it makes great tones, okay? And then back here we've got the humbucker by the bridge, and then, as I mentioned before, we have an acoustic body sensor. So you got a 5-way switch here, and that 5-way switch just switches between those in different combinations. So essentially, when you're in position 1, which is the position closest to the neck, this basically is your acoustic guitar setting, okay? So what it is it's your concealed humbucker in the neck and then the body sensor. Out of all 5 of those positions, position 1 is the only one that gives you that body sensor. So if you're trying to get a bigger acoustic woody sound out of that, that's the position you're going to want to use. So you go to position 2, now we have only the neck humbucker. So now we're talking electric guitar, right? So bridge here in the middle, and then position 4 and 5 give us both neck and bridge, but one is in parallel, one is in series. So it'll give you a little bit different tone because the difference between parallel and series is whether they literally, the pickups go in series to the output or do both hit the output at the same time. So it does just give a little bit of a color difference and a power difference there. Absolutely fun to play, extremely light, very cool body shape. It's a great cutaway to get all the way up the neck. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through these 5-way positions. So when I'm in position 1, I'm going through an A-B switch. Position 1, we're just going to go right to the interface, so you're going to hear direct acoustic tone right into Studio 1. So when I go through position 2 through 5, we are going to go through a Blackstar St. James here, and then I'll do some clean, I'll do some overdrive, so you can kind of hear some of these tones. And somebody somewhere will go, oh, you shouldn't do a demo with the overdrive. Okay, well, we're gonna anyway, so comment as you will. The whole point of this is to explore and to kind of see what this thing can do. And so we're gonna move on with going through all 5-way positions. The first one direct, and the rest will give you some clean, we'll give you some overdrive. All right, so I just want to sit around and play it, but like an acoustic guitar. Okay, we set up these mics here just so you can get an idea of what it's like to literally sit in a room to strum it. You still get plenty of acoustic sound to for practicing or writing or whatever. Adding the direct signal back into just the ST7 mics here. Again. So pretty impressive acoustically on its own as well. All right, so we heard all these great tones on this thing by itself, but I wonder what it sounded like in a mix with some other instruments I did earlier. Hit it, boys! What do you say? All right, so when a lot of the hybrid stuff first came out, I was definitely one of the old school guys going, what is this stuff, right? And I will have to say, though, is Taylor is nailing it, in my opinion. Because so many people they'll look at a guitar like this and they'll be like, oh, it doesn't feel or sound like a real acoustic. And then it's like, okay, well, of course, because you're looking at it, right? You got all these mindsets about, and I get that completely. But to get an acoustic sound and be able to turn around, and I mean, not the best overdrive tones, okay, because I just didn't tweak it as well as I should have. But that's my point, is just kind of turning on some stuff. Here's some clean sounds going through an amp, add some dirty channel. Without that kind of time and still getting such an incredible, versatile instrument. You could play jazz on this all day long. You could play country on this thing. You can singer-songwriter on it. Not to mention that it's just so light, and it's Taylor, so the playability of the neck is stupid. All right, it's just, I really kind of got a little bit lost in some of the playing in a good way, where I don't even know what I was doing. I just was loving just digging into this guitar for whatever reason I needed to at the particular time. So I swear I don't work for Taylor. But this just really is one of the things that just knocks out of the park. I get to play so many different great guitars by so many vendors, and I do love them all. I truly do. But this style of guitar, this is one of the flagships of that thing. So if you're a guy who really does a lot of different acoustic, and then you might be playing some really cool strummy kind of stuff, and then you're doing some fingerstyle stuff almost from like a Matthews band or something like that. You don't have to change instruments. You just don't with this thing. And so this has been one of my many guitars kind of on my list as far as T5s, and I've got to play a bunch of them. But for me, being mostly an electric guitar guy, this smaller body style where it basically feels like a really nice single cut, it's perfect for me and my small little stupid fingers. So absolutely love this thing. If you're into hybrids at all, if you played any of I've played a T5, that doesn't matter. play every T5, right? It's just like every guitar. Oh, I've played whatever. Go play them all. You need to do that. So this is a complete 10 AAA plus for me. And not to mention that Koa is just gorgeous, but it sounds really, really good. There's nothing else really I can say about that. It's so great. So I hope if you had an inkling of liking as much as I enjoyed playing this today for this video, then please hit the thumbs up, because I guarantee you that's a lot of like. And we appreciate it greatly. As we grow and our audience grows, we want you to see more and more stuff. So if you got any comments or ideas on this particular thing, please leave them. Leave whatever good, bad, and ugly comment you might have. It's perfectly fine with us. And of course, give that like if you did like the video. And if you haven't subscribed to us, please do, and just hit that subscribe button down there. And if you'd like to know, because you're so busy and life's going on, but you'd like to know the next time my pretty face is doing a video, you just turn on notifications, and we will let you know that we have a new one, and we'll see you there.